Hi, welcome back, folks, to Max Nafe Horsemanship. And most of you, hopefully, will recognize this little horse right here as the one that recently in a video, when we had a saddle on her, she got a little silly. She got excited about that, and we took our time to figure out what the problem actually was. It wasn't the saddle. And actually, since that time, she hasn't had a saddle on. We haven't worked up to that yet. We'll get it again soon, but since then she hasn't had a saddle on. Now that doesn't mean it's been all that long. You just haven't seen it because, well, I'm uploading videos once in a while, and well, you never know what you're going to see. Oh, I didn't ask you to go anywhere, dear. Step back. Back up. There we go. And again, we're just taking advantage of opportunity here to correct things so that she gets used to being told what to do. And I don't want her attention right now. I don't want her grazing. I don't want her moving around. Flies are pretty bad today, so she's doing a little of that. She's fussing about them, but oh, no grazing, dear. And but I'm going to show you something because we determined that the saddle wasn't the problem. She was sensitive to it, which is part of desensitizing, is when you do a lot of different things that all, well, get the horse less reactive to, there we go, gets the horse less reactive to pretty much anything. And today I thought, you know what, I'm going to do something with these horses I've never done before. And you're going to get to see it. Because I did a video on this a couple of years back, but been a while. So, and again, another horse that has never had this done. And it's kind of part of desensitizing is we're doing something that may actually bother her. So we're going to work on this to get her over it. Because it's going to help with desensitizing overall. At least I think it will. Sure hope it does. Because that's our goal. We're trying to get her a little more comfortable with things overall that she just might not be too comfortable with. So today we're going to put fly spray on. Well, a lot of you are going to be thinking, well, fly spray, that's no big deal. You should spray the horse, right? No, it's not that simple. And a lot of people get frustrated because they think it's a single event. I'm putting fly spray on the horse, that's it, that's all I'm doing. No, you're not doing just that. You're actually doing 4 things all at once. And although I have seen some good horsemen do this successfully without using the steps that I do. So it can be done, but I'm trying to help you here, okay? So work with me because this is going to help you realize there's more going on. Okay, so what I got here is a spray bottle with, well, in this case, it's just got water in it. It used to at one time have a antibiotic disinfectant spray for spraying on horses' wounds, you know, that kind of stuff. After that, it had some glass cleaner in it. Now it's just got water. If you're going to use something, my recommendation to start with here is if you can get a bottle that used to have fly spray in it, it'll smell like fly spray. Now, no matter what the bottle had in it, you're going to want to rinse it out decent before you start off. After you rinse out the bottle itself, you pump it a whole bunch of times to get rid of the water or get rid of whatever's in the pump and tube and that sort of thing. And that way, if it blows back in your face or into the horse's eyes or something, it's not going to be a bad thing, especially if it's something that used to have oven cleaner or something in it. I don't know what you're going to use. You can actually buy spray bottles at stores that have nothing at all in them for the purpose of whatever you want. Come in handy. You can use one of those. But like I said, if you have the option, grab an empty fly spray bottle out of the garbage that somebody threw out and use that. You know, don't throw it in your dishwasher and get all the scent off of it. You want to leave the scent on it. You want it to smell like fly spray, but you don't want anything in there but water. And what we're going to do here is, well, we're already doing step 1, is we're letting her see it. You know, I'm carrying it around, no big deal. Now the next thing I'm going to do, because no matter what's been in here, hopefully it was fly spray if you got the right bottle, you're going to let her smell it. No big deal. She don't mind. Want to smell it again? Here. Okay. Now that may have had fly spray in it, may have had who knows what. Either way, it's going to smell a little odd to her. Well, that's not what we want. Now she's doing something I don't want her to do, so, and she knows better. So her reward for doing what she's not supposed to be doing is she's going to get bumped. And when she backs up to where she's supposed to be, which she knows, I'll stop bumping. Okay? And again, bare hands, I'm not doing this hard. But okay, there's several elements to this thing. There is, first of all, the sight of it, which she's already seen it because I've got it in my hand, waving it around, showing you. Then I'm going to let her smell it. And, well, in this case, it doesn't smell like fly spray, but I don't know if it has any smell at all, but they got a better nose than I do. And, in fact, a horse's sense of smell is equivalent to that of a bloodhound, so they can smell a lot of stuff. And so it's important that they get used to the smell. Now, then there's a couple other aspects that we're going to work on here, too. First off, the sound, because the pump makes weird noises sometimes, and then there's the sound of the spray coming out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this opposite from the horse, in case she doesn't like it. Well, she doesn't seem to mind it much. Okay, so we've covered three things now. She's seen it, she's smelled it, and she's heard it. And some horses get upset just hearing it because it might make a hissing sound like a snake to them. They don't know. Whatever. So we're breaking it down here. That's what we're doing. We're breaking it down to make it into manageable bits and pieces. Now, each one of these steps, depending on your horse, you may have to do this more than once. You may have to do it many times. I've said this before. If spraying that over there bothers the horse, well, you're going to have to do it a whole lot more until the horse doesn't get bothered by it. Then you can start moving up towards the horse. Now, as it gets a little closer, I'm spraying it towards the ground. I'm not spraying it at the horse right now. And I'm going to start by spraying it down low on her legs. That's where she's most likely to be less reactive. Now, one of the things you're going to do when you're working on it, you can see she's paying more attention to it now. She's getting concerned. Oh, you want to smell it again? Okay. Yeah, that's all right. Good girl. And you got to be conscious of what direction the wind's going, because you don't want this blowing back in your face or in the horse's face, depending on what's in it, especially when you get up to the point where you're actually using fly spray. You don't want that spraying back on yourself. I'll explain why in a minute. But I'm going to take this, I'm starting away from the horse, slowly move towards it. I'm spraying. You probably can't hear it, but she can, and she's aware of it. Now we're already hitting the third thing, sensation, feeling. So we've got sight, smell, sound, now sensation. And that's what we're working on right now. And I'm going to do this from the other side because the wind's going that way. And I want to do this to my advantage here. Now she's okay with this part, so I'm just going to go down around her. But the wind's taking it towards her, and her front legs are getting it pretty good. And sometimes that really bothers them. Now in her case, it doesn't seem to be bothering her much at all. I'm really hoping that I can show you something here, because this is important stuff. Maybe I got the wrong horse for this. I just thought it'd be the appropriate one because we're doing desensitizing with her anyhow, and that's kind of what this is. So maybe this would be the thing to do, okay? So anyhow, now of course you notice I'm standing off to the side here when I'm spraying her front legs, so that if she kicks out a front leg, I don't get hit. I'm off to the side. Those front legs are only going forward, not sideways. Now, she's getting really fussy here. The flies are being a nuisance. I didn't ask you to move, dear. You get back over here where you're supposed to be. There, good girl. I did not ask you to move over there. Get back over here. Okay. We're getting further and further away all the time. And hopefully we don't go off camera here. So, again, I'm spraying the ground. Spraying her legs. Now I'm going to work up to where it might get a little crazy. I'm going to start going up a little higher on her. And she doesn't seem to mind this at all. She's doing quite well. I'm spraying her chest, spraying her shoulders. And I'm slowly going to go down her side. Wow, she's doing remarkably well. Oh, seems to be a little fussy about it though. She's kicking, and that tells me that she's a little concerned with that. So I'm going to spray under there again where she kicked and see if she relates to that. She might think this is just all the freaking flies today. But I'm going to do this more than once. Oh, there she's moving now. So I'm not going to stop though. If it's bothering her enough to move, there, she stopped moving, I stopped spraying. That's how you do it. You know, and this might take quite a while depending on the horse. This one has been remarkably good about this, considering that we have so many other problems with her. But this issue isn't a big problem to her, but I'm showing you this, okay? You don't stop spraying just because the horse moves. If the horse doesn't like it, that's fine. That's okay. If it starts moving when you spray, you just keep spraying. And that's why I'm doing this with water, because it doesn't matter how much I use. It's cheap. Okay, she's moving. So I'm going to keep on spraying until she decides to stop moving like that, and then I stop spraying. It's, you know, pressure and release, timing, all that stuff. And even if you were to skip all the other steps, this is how you do it anyhow. Well, I happen to have this in my hand, so I just decided, you know what, if she moves and I don't want her to, I'm going to apply something that she doesn't like. And in her case right now, this works. And I have already sprayed her front legs and sprayed most of her body, so I know she's not likely to kick me, so I'm pretty safe getting away with that. So now I'm going to do it again. Same thing. This doesn't change, you know. I'm still going to do this. In fact, I think I'm going to do the other side now. And again, I'm going to start off to the side because we haven't done this side before. And just bring her ahead a little bit. There we go. Oh, right there. Now I'm going to start by spraying her legs, the chest, the shoulder. Normally we don't go up that quickly, but she doesn't seem to have a big deal with this. And now she's not moving, so I've pretty much sprayed all of her. And she hasn't done anything, so let's try this again. And this is really unusual. Most horses you be chasing around in circles for quite a while doing this before you stop. Now I don't know why she's moving right now because I haven't even sprayed her yet. And we're getting further away from the camera, but that's okay. You can see more that way. Kind of good, I guess, maybe. And she's a little bit concerned about it. Not a lot, though. Like, she keeps checking it out and sniffing at it and things like that. That's okay. I don't mind. So it would appear this horse is probably not going to have a problem with fly spray. You'll see that in the whole process of this, I got a loose lead. There we go. Well, that was too easy. I was really hoping I could show you more, but the more important part is when you start spraying the horse, and most horses, not all, like I say, introduce it slowly. Start spraying it on the ground, gradually get closer to their legs, and if they start fussing at that point, which some will, you keep doing it until they stop fussing and then stop doing it. Then they realize, oh, okay, if I don't act like a jerk, it goes away. Then you gradually work your way up, down each side, and eventually, she's being horrible today. Eventually, you can do the whole horse. But if the horse starts moving, don't stop spraying. That's one of the most important parts of this whole process is when you're spraying, if the horse starts moving around you, well, and she's voluntarily moving here. Okay. Now, I know that was not part of how we're doing it, but we took advantage of her movement, and we got her, you know, we're working on this thing where bad things go away if you stand still. That's what we're after with any type of desensitizing. And same thing with fly spray. So when she decided to move and I didn't ask her to, I started spraying her. I didn't ask her to move. Okay, is she going to move again? No, she wants to graze. And I don't want her grazing, I want her paying attention. So every time her head goes down, she's going to get a bump. And eventually she'll realize, no, you got to pay attention. Good girl. No, back up. There we go. She needs to learn that I'm in control. Oh man, she's being terrible today. I do believe part of the problem is our flies. Flies are really bad today. There's a whole cloud of them around me. Anyhow, I guess that's about it. Fly spray your horse. Again, I don't use fly spray because I haven't found any that works, and for the price of it, it's one of those things I don't think it's worth it. And oh, and the last thing I want to talk about when it comes to fly spray is, for God's sakes, read the label. I've actually seen people, many people, that, oh, you're doing this again. Okay. Stay right there. Jeez. I've seen many people use this stuff, and they don't read the label or the precautions on it. They're there, and they're there for a reason, I guess. And you'll find that on some of them, they'll actually say, do not allow contact with human skin. Now, I have no idea how you're ever going to get the stuff on your horse without it getting on you, but there's your caution. Maybe you got to wear those latex gloves or something, and careful which way the wind's going and all this stuff. And there was one time recently, somebody was going out for a ride. They sprayed their horse. When they were done spraying the horse, they sprayed themselves because they figured, hey, if it works for the horse, it'll work for me. They wanted to keep the flies and mosquitoes and stuff off them. I kind of understand their logic, but I asked them after the fact. I said, oh, by the way, did you ever read the label on that stuff? No. And I grabbed the bottle of it and showed it to them exactly where it said on the label, do not get in contact with human skin. Not good for humans. And like I said, I'm not sure how you'd get it on your horse without getting some on you, but you're not supposed to. So please read the labels. Some of it might be safe, and if it's a homemade concoction with apple cider vinegar and tea tree oil and stuff like that, it'll smell really weird, but totally harmless, and it won't hurt you to get some on you. Right. Anyhow, that's it for today. I'm going to move on to something else here. The bugs are driving me nuts, and apparently she's not happy about them either. So I hope you got something out of this, how to put fly spray on. It's not a single event. It's actually 4 things at once you're doing. Think about it that way, and you might understand why you're having problems. And if you break it down a bit and deal with the individual components, it'll make things a lot better for you. And by the way, always be prepared to correct the horse. I got to set this down. Okay, so that's enough for today. Done our little demo, which didn't turn out to be much of one, but give you some ideas. You can work on it. Like I say, when you're doing this with your horse, your horse might be a whole lot more reactive. And I really don't like doing this to her, but she's being really bad today about moving forward when I didn't ask her to. And she's got to learn that I didn't ask her to move, you don't move. Oh man, every single time. Anyhow, you have yourselves a super great day. Go play with your horse. Bye now.